Thank you for loving me. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for loving.
Matt Griffin here with Pt3 International. I'm joined here with George. We're at what used to be an IDP camp, and people have asked, IDP camp, what does that stand for? And that's Internally Displaced People Group. And so where did they get displaced from and what happened? And so there was some post-election violence that happened about 5 years ago, and really some really bad things kind of happened. And so, you know, I've talked on it briefly, but I want to give just kind of a minute. I was talking with George, and I just asked him, I said, hey, do you even remember, you know, anything prior to this? Do you remember Eldoret and that kind of stuff? And so he started sharing it with me, and I just kind of wanted to share it with y'all, and really from his mouth, rather than me trying to retell the story. I wanted George to be able to tell it. So George, if you would.
Okay, I'm George, as you have heard, and I'm glad being with John today. So during the post-election, I can't remember about the past, because God has taken us to this place. We used to be IDPs. Now we call ourselves this area, Mwangaza village. The day which we were displaced, it was 2007. I remember it was the day for election. It was on 27th December 2007 when people started fighting. It was like tribalism. So I was at home, and my siblings, my younger brother and sister, and my grandmother had left the church. So people came rushing, hiding in some places, and I just heard some noises coming out, like, you know, Kikuyu, where Kikuyu and Finland. So they were saying this compound belongs to the Kikuyu. So I tried to peep. When I saw them coming, I hid my brother and my sister. I ran fast to the toilet and hid. Then I came and took them out, and we had to escape. So when I took them to the stage. They boarded a car to Nakuru, where my mom used to work there. Then I went to look for my grandmother, whom she is here with I. So I can't remember that day, but I've just forgotten it. So I'm glad that God has taken me this far. And although our houses were burnt, one of my friends was burnt inside our house. When I tried to say, I was trying like saving him, but he died inside the house till the house was down. So it's sad for me to say that story, but I'm just forgetting it.
Well, and you know, I really appreciate you even sharing it, because you know, the Lord moves us past bad things like that, and yet I still, you know, the whole purpose of sharing it with everybody is to show just even in such an evil time as that, because, you know, homes were burned, people were burned inside homes, many died, correct? I mean, there was a lot of death. And so, but where are we literally almost 5 years later? And so, you know, they started off in camps here, and really behind me and all around me, you're seeing homes that are now, they've really, the Lord has been faithful to rebuild lives and give hope. And so, you know, we're here celebrating with George and his family and his grandmother, who we just went by her house, and just, you know, it's a time to remember that we do still live in a fallen world, and it is a world that we're not home yet. I mean, in reality, we're all camping because we are strangers in a foreign land, but just the reality of the violence that happened, and just some of the scars that are still here, but yet that are being healed. And so, you know, I saw just a spirit of joy in George, and wanted to really express that to you guys, and really hear where these people are coming from. It's not, you know, they were not just roaming around and trying to find a place to live. They had homes, they had businesses, they had a life, and yet the evil of this world encroached in, but God has been faithful, and God is providing and is continuing to provide. So please continue to join me in praying for these people. Again, thank you for your prayers. George, thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you for saving.